If you guys didn't know, ASUS actually bought the NUC brand from Intel not that long ago. And with that, we have the new ROG NUC. So this is going to be, of course, because it's ROG, a gaming-themed sort of mini PC here. And I actually really like that because a lot of people just want something small and compact that gives them really great gaming power. Now, talking about gaming power, this actually will support Intel Core Ultra 9 processors up to NVIDIA RTX 4070 discrete graphics, DDR5 in here. You're going to have 3 M.2 slots, which are Gen 4. Tons of connectivity with Thunderbolt 4, USB on here. There's even a card reader, which I actually like. And one thing that's cool about this too, it comes with this really nice stand, of course, that allows you to display it, but you can also take it off the stand, and it has feet on it, so you can set it flat here, just like this, which is really awesome. Now, I really like what they're doing with this NUC because, again, for people who are more like maybe a console user or somebody who's not building their own PC, this gives them basically a high-end laptop in this small form factor. And talking about this form factor, I did mention that this is a 2.5 liter chassis, so incredibly small here as well. Moving on to displays here, we have one of the largest displays that ASUS is showing off. This is their ROG Swift OLED PG39W CDM. That is a 39-inch ultra-wide. Now, it is going to give you a resolution of 3440 by 1440 with an 800R curve. So we have a really great curve on this monitor as well, giving you that really great immersive experience. On top of that, this is 240 hertz, so really great for gaming, and 300 nits brightness, so a very bright monitor as well. And guys, we're doing all OLEDs at CES 2024. Of course, this is going to be an OLED panel there as well. Moving on to our next display, this one is really, really interesting. This is the ROG Swift OLED PG32UCDP. This is a 32-inch OLED display. By default, it's going to have 240 hertz refresh rate, but the really interesting thing about this panel, this features one of the new LG panels that's going to be dual mode. So like I said, as default, it's going to be 4K 240 hertz, but then it switches to Full HD 1920 by 1080 at 480 hertz, which is going to be really great for fast-paced FPS games. Now, no word on pricing on this, but I really like the ability to switch between, 4K 240 hertz and, Full HD at 480 hertz. Moving on to our last display. Now, this one kind of took me by surprise. This is the world's first 480 hertz OLED gaming monitor. Of course, there's no curve on this one. This is the ROG Swift OLED PG27AQ-DP. This is a 26.5-inch QHD, so 2560 by 1440 OLED here. 480 hertz refresh rate. I thought we were just getting to 480 hertz on like normal monitors, but now we're getting it here on an OLED, which is just awesome. Now, no word yet on pricing, but they should be available sometime in Q2. So here we have some AIO coolers. This one right here is going to be the ROG Strix LC3 ARGB LCD. We have the white edition here. It's also going to come in black. 2.1-inch IPS screen here. And the cool thing about it is it's going to work with ASUS's software, so you can display pretty much anything you want, temperatures, things like that, GIFs, whatever you want. Now, the cool thing that I really like about this new design is that this actually is a decoupled design, meaning that you can just take it off, and then if you need to readjust the block or swap out CPU, you can easily do that. On top of that, this cable's built in, so you don't have to put this on here and then try to go ahead and find a USB connection or a fan connection or anything like that. It's all in one, which I really like. Now, this is the LCD edition. We have the non-LCD edition, so this is just the Strix LC3. Again, 360, 240 available. Same thing with this though, we have a decoupled design here as well, so gonna come and you can just take this right off, work on your block. But the cool thing about this one too is that this is static, so if you need to adjust it based on your setup, you can go ahead and move that around so that ROG logo looks correct. Now, these are going to be coming very soon The prices should be the same as the LC2. So whatever the LC2 was selling at, you should find these for that price. One of ASUS's most popular AIOs is their ROG Gen 3, but they're doing something a little bit different here. So if we take a look, we have what looks like the ROG Gen 3, water block with the awesome LCD on it. This is a 3.5-inch LCD, but this is not part of an AIO. This is actually a custom water block for all those who aren't doing AIOs, doing custom water-cooled builds. ASUS noticed that nobody was doing this, so you're going to get a custom water block that comes with the fittings with the 3.5-inch LCD. Now, nobody knows, or we don't know, when this is going to come out, and we don't know pricing yet, but it's something really cool, and it's just going to add to all of those awesome water-cooled builds.